Easy, yes, we're back to another episode of the Old School Movements podcast. I'm loving this, man. These shows are getting more and more exciting as we delve back into the 80s, man.
Where's the horns? We need some horns.
They're there.
We've arrived.
Fantastic
Four has arrived. We're on the scene, back again.
Back again.
For another versus battle.
Another versus battle.
Let's do this.
Exactly. It's been 2 weeks and we're back again with me, Mr. Lucas, and
Chris.
Stats.
And I'm Bruce Leroy. You were the last dragon.
Sure enough. Yes. The last dragons in the house. And yeah, as Chris was saying, another versus, man. We love this versus thing, pitting the best against the best. So guys, today's verses, we've gone through, we've done cartoon villains, didn't we? So now we're going to go
Easter
for
eggs?
A little nice snack. No, not Easter egg. We missed that one.
I've had too many of them, man. I've had too many of them recently.
Did you have it? Did you get an Easter egg? I haven't had Easter egg since.
I indulged, man.
None with a cup. Oh, I never get the cup
They
ones
still
no more.
exist.
I think so, but I never get them. I always get like I had a whisper one. That was about it.
Wow, a whisper one.
But no cup.
That's just too much chocolate on chocolate.
Yeah.
When I used to like eggs, I wanted sweets with my eggs.
Yeah.
I like a jelly top one. I said,
Jelly tots.
Exactly. The cheap jelly top ones. You can't go wrong.
Mate, that was my
Can't
favourite.
go wrong with that.
That was my favourite egg, man. And it was like a little yellow box with orange foil wrapper.
Yeah.
And I knew I'm getting jelly sweets and
You
chocolate.
shake it and listen.
Yeah.
I've tried the
Mate.
inside at one time. And then they
Yes.
come separate, I think.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was in a plastic
inside.
bag, weren't it?
They were
Yeah.
inside of the plastic bag, mate.
Bag.
Jelly tot
Oh my
eggs,
God.
mate.
We're not talking about eggs, though, are we?
We're not talking about eggs. Not about eggs. We're talking about a British pastime with your tea. We love these treats. Scones for the rich and famous, but a good old biscuit is what everybody loves.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Tea's too wet without one, man.
Exactly. Because for our American fans out there, tea and biscuits is not really a thing. For a start, biscuits is like a bun kind
Like
of
a sponge
type
cake
thing.
with gravy and stuff.
In
Yeah.
Yankville,
Which
yeah.
I'm not knocking, but that's
Yeah.
not a biscuit.
It's not a biscuit,
man.
It's not a biscuit. You go KFC abroad, like America and so on,
Yeah.
and you get a biscuit
Gravy
with it.
and
I'm like,
biscuits.
what am I going to get in biscuits? Am I getting,
With the chicken.
yeah.
Digestive with my KFC.
Am I getting a Jaffa cake and my toothpiece still?
Yeah, it's odd, man.
So it's odd.
It is.
So for our American listeners out there, we're talking about a good old British biscuit.
A cup of tea.
A cup of tea. I like a shortbread. Do you know what I mean? But we're going to do our top five, part one of our top five biscuits, man. We're going to pit them against each other on what's the things, Chris? We're pitting them up against?
Dunkabilities and their flavour. Overall flavour. And was it a good dunker? Was it a Michael Jordan of the biscuit world? And was it a good dunker?
I like that one. I like that one, Chris. I like that one. Yeah.
Okay, big. I just want to big up Boy Wonder, and I want to big up the 80s brunch. We had a good time at 80s brunch.
Yes.
Think of
very good
everyone
time.
at the 80s
I've got
brunch.
to say, Darren had the moves.
Indeed.
Well, I try.
Turbo. He brought back Turbo.
I'll
my
try.
days.
All you
Darren
needed
had
was a
the
broomstick.
moves. Yeah.
Turbo,
brought
if
back
you're
the
listening, you'll be
cocoon
proud, Turbo. Yeah.
Man. Boogaloo shrimp.
Come out, man. Big. So
Yes, Darren.
everybody
I have
at
to
the
big you
80s brunch, big you all up, man. We had a great time out there. And Leroy got a new name, Tyler Perry, man. Wicked.
Tyler
Yeah.
Perry. Tyler Perry. And everyone was calling me that in the venue.
That was his name from now on. Guys.
Tyler Perry. Thank you, Boy Wonder.
So yeah, man. Chris, you got to come to the next one, man.
Do we know when the next one is?
The next one is the 5th of June. 5th of June is the next one.
So if people want to know where it is, go check out his socials. Big 80s brunch. Get your ticket. We might see you there.
Yeah. Check out the big 80s brunch.
Yeah.
There you go. So let's get back. We digress. Let's get back to our podcast. As I say, we're pitting the top 5 biscuits. And when you hear us say it, you think, what about this one? What about this
There's
one?
so
Yes,
many.
we'll get there, but we're breaking them down. Just like a biscuit, we're breaking them down. We're breaking them down. So let's just get. Should we get
Yeah,
straight
where
into
we
it?
started, man.
You know, on dunkability and flavor. Yeah, man. So at number five now. These two are biscuits. All these biscuits, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, they've been I'm sure with you guys and you listen, they've been through our tins at different times.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Throughout the decades, these were the flavor, that was the flavor, this was the flavor, that was the flavor. You know, so let's just see what we've got here. So at number 5, we've got the good old crunchy biscuit. I did like these ones. You know, you guys would probably consider it as a dunk biscuit, but it has that flavor, the unique flavor that these other biscuits don't have. For me, it's plain, but it's still good. It's round. It's the ginger nut.
Woo! Wow.
Nut biscuit.
Wow.
Against now versus the ginger nut biscuit is another biscuit that I used to love, and it's like it's a rectangular kind of shape, and it's got little circle curves around it. Nice little biscuit with little sprinkles of sugar on it. It's the nice biscuit. The nice.
Is that, do you not call them nice biscuits, or do you call them their proper name, nice biscuits?
Or the niece.
Nice.
I call them nice.
Meant to be named after the town in France.
What do you call them, Chris?
Always called them nice biscuits. But I've liked them for their little coconutty flavour.
I call them nice biscuits too. Yeah, it's got that. Yeah. So guys, the ginger nut versus the niece.
This is a tough one, you know.
Ooh.
So Leroy, so what would you say on dunkability with the ginger nut?
All right, so ginger nut was very hard, man. It's like, boy, you know when you put a piece of like metal in your mouth and you're like, is it genuine? Can I bet? Bloody, it was like that.
Pieces of 8.
Yeah, pieces of 8. Now, dunkability, you had to swirl that around 10 times for it to get soft.
I used to leave mine in the tea. I used to drop 3 or 4 into a hot tea, leave it 10 minutes, and then it would turn into like a slush of just ginger nuts, and then eat it.
Wow.
That was how I used to deal with a ginger nut.
Chris, you're my guy, you know.
That's why I get through a packet. That's why.
That's creative, you know.
That's
like a hot smoothie.
Smoothie. It was like a ginger porridge.
It was nice.
Ginger porridge. Wow.
Ginger porridge.
That's the only way I can eat it.
Start using a spoon.
With a spoon. It was too thick to chug it back.
Wow.
It was thick.
That's
so you didn't
inventive, man. That is, and how many sugars in your tea?
I wouldn't put sugar in the tea if I put.
I was gonna say, if you got
6.
Wait, you saying 6? 6?
Yeah, 6 sugars.
Wow.
6
and
sugars.
ginger nut biscuits.
And ginger nut biscuits. Did you know what they call that, Darren? You know what they call that? 6 sugars, the West Indian sugars. When you put 6 sugars in your tea or your cocoa.
Do you know what they
your
call
hot
that?
chocolate.
You know what they call that, Leroy? They call that diabetes.
Tooth rot.
Yeah, that was when I was younger, you know.
Damn, that's too much.
Did you also use condensed milk?
Condensed milk as well.
Yeah.
The works.
Yeah.
I
I
put the
wouldn't put as
works
much
in
sugar
there.
with that. I wouldn't put as much sugar with a condensed milk because that was sweet.
Coronation milk or condensed milk?
Yeah, both of them be wicked.
Yeah.
Tea and milk, a tea and coffee.
Yeah,
I mean, they'd
man.
work wicked in both.
I thought I had a sweet tooth, but Leroy, you just absolutely crushed it.
Listen, I smashed it. Back in the day, I used to smash it, man.
I mean, I did use
The
to
teas.
eat sugar straight out of the bag, 6 in the tea with
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
And Leroy, so for the flavour of the ginger
nut.
saying for that?
Yeah, it was flavoursome. It was really flavoursome.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
really flavoursome.
So dunkability, we're scoring out of 5.
Right, 3 for dunkability, ginger
And
nut.
flavour?
And flavour, I'll give it 4.
Okay.
Because it was flavoursome.
Nice
All right,
biscuit.
so the nice biscuits, I love them. But you had to be careful because, boy, once you dunk them, woo,
They were quick.
where is it gone?
Yeah,
Where's it gone?
yeah.
So you had to do
the
you
disappearing
had to do the
biscuit.
little
Good timings.
2 dunks, whoops, in the mouth. You know what I
Wow.
mean? That's how you have to do it. You know what I
Them
mean?
Houdini
So-
biscuits just disappear if they get
Houdini
there in
biscuits
time.
Disappear.
And I gotta admit, boy, I used to get through a pack of those like anybody, boy.
Yeah.
Jeez. So
Yeah.
I gotta say dunkability. It used to break off quick. So dunkability 2. Flavor, yeah, I've got to give it. It was flavoursome, but not as flavoursome as the ginger nut. So I will give it 3.
Okay.
That's good scoring.
The stacks, man.
Yeah.
Leroy's giving that kind of low scores, man. What are you saying about the
You know what?
the ginger nut?
I like ginger nuts.
On dunkability, man.
Well, dunkability, I give them a 3, but flavor, I give them a 4. You know, because they're very morsel.
Yeah.
Very Moorish. Like once you crack that packet, and because like back in the day, I used to dunk them, but I don't really dunk them so much anymore. But once you break a packet of ginger nuts, that's it. You know.
Yeah.
Backing them one after the other.
Yeah. The ginger nuts are good.
Definitely, they're good, man.
They are good because there's nothing else accompanying it. There's no cream. There's no extra. It's just ginger and biscuit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They even have a different flavor to gingerbread men. They're both ginger biscuits.
There's
2 different flavors.
For real. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Tottenham Arsenal. They're the same, but it's different.
They ain't the same at all.
Same area, but different. One's better than the other. But yeah, gingerbread men are nice though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good.
They're nice. They are nice.
I like gingerbread men.
So if you could have a packet of ginger nut biscuits or gingerbread man, what'd you have?
Probably gingerbread men because of the icing.
Gingerbread men are made well because some are better than others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, there are some that are really nice. I go gingerbread man.
Yeah,
that's good. You said nice to the niece biscuit. Now, what's your?
You know what? They're all right, but they're not
on dunkability.
Yeah, dunkability. Like, I go with a 2 on flavor. I go with a 2 on flavor as well. They're like last resort biscuits for me.
Damn.
Yeah.
You don't rate them. You don't rate the niece.
Like the after 8 of biscuits.
Wow.
That's a good one, Chris.
But you know, when no biscuits left and you really want, but sometimes I just like allow it. I won't eat nothing then.
That's the malted milk.
There's a niece. You go.
So you have a star.
Sometimes, yeah. I'm sure there's a pack in the kitchen. It's been there for time.
For like 5 years, Chris. In that tin of biscuits, you got all them different biscuits in there, and the niece is just still there, lonely,
in there, mate. Yeah.
Let them get softer now. Man.
I'm bringing for you, Leroy, man.
Would you say on flavour? Yeah. Bring that along with the
give it a 2, man, for flavour.
Bring the biscuits along with your old phones and Atari and stuff.
The Spectrum and shit.
Yeah. 2.
Probably the same age.
Chris, what are you saying, man, on dunkability of the ginger nut, man?
Ginger nuts, they needed to be dunked. They had to be dunked, so that's a 4 for me. And flavour, yeah, they were good. I like ginger, so 4 and a 4. Niece, again, dunkability. You had seconds. You had a few seconds of dunkability. Or you're doing that floppy dance you do, like where it's flopping and you're trying to get it in your mouth. You'd be doing that. So I'm going.
There was
2.
a skill to it. There was an art.
I'm going 2 for dunkability, but I like the coconuttiness, so I'm going 4 as well for flavour.
Yeah, had a nice flavour.
Had a nice flavour, yeah.
It did.
And they were Moorish. Yeah, you could do a packet of them easily. Like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they were good.
Couldn't do a packet of these.
Do you know what?
1 or 2 at the most.
I was thinking it was going to be hard for me to choose, but do you know what? I'm going to say the niece biscuit is the one that I like.
Overall, niece for me.
Because I would eat more of those. And thinking about a ginger nut to a gingerbread man, I would have a gingerbread man.
Yeah, definitely.
So I would go, guys out there, I don't dunk biscuits. I just drink herbal tea. I'm bougie like that, so I can't go on dunkability. But
you used to drink herbal tea
when I was little. I just used to
when
drink...
you was little.
No.
Herbal tea.
Wait. Whoa. I used to drink hot Ribena when I was little. Do you lot used to drink hot Kiora or hot Bib?
Yeah, not for Ribena. I'll give you that.
Yeah. That was me.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that because me and you are talking the same language.
Yeah,
all right.
That was me as a kid. But cocoa and hot chocolate, Ovaltine,
Yeah, all right, cool.
But not with biscuits. I'll just drink these drinks. Like biscuits was like with squash for me.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Right, biscuits and squash.
Did you like Milo?
Huh?
Milo was lovely.
All those flavors there. That's my flavors, man. You know, but Ovaltine was the one. Ovaltine
was the one.
It was good. Yeah.
You know,
Horlicks.
Horlicks was all right. the chocolate flavored one, but
yeah.
So we're gonna go dunkability for all yours are gonna be. We're giving them a 0 then because you don't know the dunkability.
I didn't appreciate it.
So it's gonna be fair across the board because you're not gonna give any dunkability. So flavour then for ginger nuts. What are you rating that?
Flavour for the niece, I'm gonna say out of 5. I'm gonna say 4. Just because they're simple again and they just worked.
They did.
Yeah, and the ginger nuts, they were nice, but I'll give them a 3.
How did you manage without dunking them? Because boy, they're hard.
They were rock hard.
And they get stuck in your teeth.
Just eat them.
Crunch through them.
I like the crunch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The crunch worked.
And I had to take how many attempts to bite into them.
Yeah, if someone offered me one and I didn't have a tea, I probably wouldn't take it.
I wouldn't take it, man.
I'm thinking, I'm going to struggle with that. I'll break my tooth.
You can't bite it with your front teeth. You have to bite it with your side teeth.
Then canines into it to crack it like a piece of ice.
Yeah, man. Ginger nuts were tough, man.
They were tough. A good biscuit. What do we got coming up next then?
Okay, so the next one is a good, you guys, this is a real Dunkin' biscuit, real dunks we got here. So at number 4, we have, this is like part 2 of the original. It came back chocolatey. It's the milk chocolate digestive biscuit.
Oh,
right?
Digestives.
And the milk chocolate digestive, it comes up against this is like the Marmite of biscuits, I would say. Some people love these biscuits and some people hate them. I kind of like grew to like them. It's like that purple sweet in the Quality Street thing. I didn't like,
What? That one's big.
And that's the one Stacks like.
Yeah, the hazelnut one.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Like
But anyway.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah,
but anyway, the digestive biscuit is going to be up against the Bourbon biscuit. The chocolate Bourbon biscuit.
Chocolate Bourbon. Another classic. Two classics.
Bourbon's a classic.
Two classics. I don't know if any of you guys can remember, but way back when, I remember these from like corner shop, little corner shops around the late 70s, early 80s. You could get the milk chocolate digestive as a single in silver foil, like how you would get like a Viscount or one of them.
Damn.
Do you remember seeing them in shops?
That.
There was silver foil with red writing, and it was milk chocolate digestives. I just remember seeing them as singles, like for 2p or something.
That kind of rings a bell, man.
Yeah, they're out there, man.
One biscuit. What a biscuit, son.
Really?
2p. 2 a penny.
It was them sort of shops that would sell it.
Yeah. Wow.
I wasn't keen on the dark chocolate ones though. Just it's got to be a milk chocolate. Even though I like dark chocolate, but not on a digestive.
Ones aren't bad.
They're not bad, but the milk chocolate ones are.
You can grow to like them.
Oh my god, they're good.
Yeah. So Stacks, the milk chocolate digestive. What would you say on dunkability?
Yeah, dunkability. I give it. They're good to dunk. You know, they could hold a fair bit of tea.
They were a good soaker, innit? They were a good absorber.
The absorber.
So I'd go, and then you got the chocolate melting a little bit with the heat. So dunkability might have to be a 5. You know,
that's a big. That's a
score. The chocolate digestive is one of my favourites. So yeah, dunkability 5. Flavour.
Yeah, all good.
I think 5.
Oh, that's top marks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's we say with the Bourbons. We say with the Bourbon Stack.
But you know what? I'm a Bourbon fan.
Easy.
So this is hard, you know.
Wow.
Between the two, I prefer a digestive over a Bourbon. Bourbons are good to dunk. Again, chocolate inside melting.
Dunkability's good.
Dunkability has to be a 5. Flavour, I'm going to go 4 because I prefer digestive biscuits. But yeah, they're top biscuits, you know.
What were you giving digestive for flavour then? A 5 as well?
5, yeah.
5 and a 5. That is top mark.
Yeah, 5 and a 5. And Bourbon, 5 and a 4.
Yeah,
good bit. He likes them biscuits.
So I like them biscuits, man.
Chris, what are you saying, Chris, man? What are you saying? What's your dunkability?
Again, they're good. I'm going to go digestives. It is good. It does hold a lot of tea. I'm going 4 on that. And
melted chocolate bit though, mate.
Yeah, the melted.
The melted chocolate bit tops it. When you think about it, it's like
that melts perfectly as well with it, and it gets everywhere. And it's I'm going.
You're making Leroy hungry. Leroy's getting hungry here, man.
I'm getting hungry. You don't know. Jeez.
You give it 4, yeah? 4 and
yeah, 4 and a
Dunkability.
4 on them. And I'm not great with just a biscuit that's all chocolate. So for bourbon, dunkability, they're good for dunking, so I'll give that a 4. But for flavour, I'm going to give it a 3 because I need something more than just chocolate with chocolate with chocolate. If you know what I mean, I like a bit of
chocolate and chocolate, man.
See, the digestive's good because you're getting a bit of chocolate, bit of the oats or wheat, whatever it is. So it's nice balance.
You know what I like to do with digestive biscuits though? I like to with vanilla ice cream, just crush it. Crush a couple of biscuits and put it in vanilla ice cream, mate.
Yeah, almost like a cheesecake base, like that sort
Big.
of.
Yeah.
Damn. Leroy, what are you saying, man? What are you saying, Leroy?
Oh my!
Before the Kraken
God.
gets let loose.
Milk chocolate digestive.
Oh my! Exactly, man.
Milk chocolate.
My goodness, man. When it comes to digestives, man, I'm just thinking of Homer Simpson and Duff Beer. Oh, digestives.
They're one of the best biscuits.
Matt Vitties make biscuits like they ought to be.
Mac Vitties, my brother.
Do you remember the advert? Wherever you hide them, they always find them. Oh my!
I forgot about that advert, man. Shit.
Oh, nobody makes biscuits like Matt Vitties do.
Them ones do.
Nobody makes them like you.
You're a fan. You're a fan.
Yeah. I'm sorry. 5 and 5. Dunkability 5. Flavor 5.
Wow.
Listen, that was top tier. That was a top tier biscuit. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
Boy
Oh
Wonder
my
would say
days.
that's in one of the elites. It's up there with the elite.
That's the elite, man. I'm
It's in
sorry.
that elite range of biscuits.
And it's still going strong today.
Still getting strong.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
Wow.
So yeah.
Bourbons, what are you saying with bourbons?
You know what? I'm a fan of bourbons, man. I'm a fan of bourbons. I never used to dunk them. I used to enjoy them just on their own.
Did you take them apart? You would take apart one?
No, I didn't want to spoil it like that.
People do that. See, I used to do that as well.
Yeah,
sometimes.
and then lick it off. No. That weren't me. Yeah, that's not me. So, dunkability, I'm going to rate it low because I never used to dunk it. So I'd rate it 2.
Yeah.
But for flavor, my taste buds, 5.
5 as well. Ooh.
Yeah, man. Me and Stacks.
You know.
Me and Stacks have got it going.
Yeah.
Great
You know
biscuit minds think alike.
Yeah, for real.
What are you saying, D? What are you saying for digestives?
I might be controversial here, but I wasn't a fan of the milk chocolate digestive. It was that biscuit that when I went to a friend's house and they said, "Yeah, you know, do you want a drink?" and they had them biscuits there, I wouldn't eat them.
Really?
Like, I was polite. I went on like Father Christmas. I took some nibbles and left it on the plate. I didn't.
Blasphemy!
That's not my biscuit. You know what I mean? My biscuit's coming soon, but that wasn't. So as I said, I'm gonna be controversial. And the milk chocolate digestive for me, I'm giving that 2.
2. Whoa.
All right.
Darren,
Flavor.
you realise
2.
you realise that hurt. That's the equivalent of Trippett Carter squeezing Monkey Magic's crown. Trippett Carter, it hurt. That's the equivalent. You hurt me with that score.
Mate.
What are you saying for bourbon's flavour? What are you going to give
Bourbon's
a bourbon flavour?
As I said, like I didn't like it when I was little. So for me, it's not an 80s biscuit I liked. So
you got into them late.
But I got them into them later. But I'm gonna give the bourbons a 3. A 3
for flavour.
It's a 3 from me, mate. It's a 3. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm a biscuit man, and you'll hear my passion soon. But for them two suckers,
my passion soon.
It's not happening. All right, so yeah, that was. I say, guys, I apologise. Chocolate digestives and bourbons were not my thing, But this next one, I can get in the conversation.
Yeah. These are two of my favourites.
I love these two.
These
embellished the 80s for me, Chris. Man, I remember eating these at your house. I remember eating at my house. Like the houses with dignity had these in their houses. Houses with dignity had these two biscuits, mate. And kicking off with number one, because these were like the centurions of biscuits. There's 3 different flavours. And they had 3 different wrappers for each one. Come on, man. It's the round Viscount biscuit.
The Viscount.
Oh, wow.
The Sir of biscuits.
Wow.
Come on. You could have orange, you could have mint, or you could have plain. It was the Viscount biscuit, bro.
What was the plain one? Was that a blue?
It's just biscuit.
I remember orange and green. The wrapper. Was it a blue wrapper?
Blue wrapper.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember. I mainly remember the orange, which got discontinued.
Orange Viscount.
And then the greens are just
anyway,
classics.
we'll get to that. So the Viscount biscuit. So that's the free biscuit. That's like General Zod and his 2 pals coming down in biscuit form. Kneel before me to all biscuits. The Viscounts tell every other biscuit. But this one, like Clint Eastwood, rolled into town.
This was the Clint Eastwood.
Rolled into town and took over my taste buds with its marshmallow, with its chocolate, with its soft chocolate base. Come on, man. Before the cheesecake in my life, it was the Wagon Wheel, bro.
Round of applause.
The Wagon Wheel.
Where are the horns?
The Wagon Wheel.
The Wagon Wheel, you know. Jeez.
Come on, man. They were so good, they made them smaller so we couldn't enjoy it more. Remember when they were massive when we were little? It's not because we had smaller hands. They were big.
They swear they've never changed size. They swear they've never changed size.
No, man. They're lying.
I swore they were bigger.
Mate, they were like chocolate
You
hamburgers.
ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
I used to love
they're
them.
lying.
Love them. So, guys, Leroy, what are you saying on the Viscount in dunkability?
Oh, my days, mate.
The
my
Viscount.
days.
The lucky biscuit coin.
That was a lucky biscuit, you know?
Mate.
That was a bougie biscuit, man.
It was like a posh biscuit.
Oh, it was. Listen. I still buy Viscounts today.
Yeah, same here. I still buy them singly or in the multi-pack.
It was a luxury back then, though.
Yeah.
It was a luxury. I like the mint flavored one, the green one.
Yeah, was that your favorite? Yeah.
Love them.
That was the original.
Yeah.
Could you only buy them as individuals? You couldn't buy them in a pack of there's 2 orange.
A pack, yeah.
Mint,
I swear it was a pack, innit?
You can only buy all mint or all orange or something.
Yeah, you never got a variety, like a mixed variety. It
That's
was always
the word I was looking for.
The same flavour in one pack. I only like the mint because we end up getting them in our school canteen at school. So that was a regular every day. Definitely a green Viscount to be coming on the plate. Definitely, I'll be having one of them daily.
What was this? What was this at Chiswick School?
Yeah,
I remember that Belmont. Oh, okay.
Yeah, in secondary school. So late.
I thought I was missing out.
Back half
Don't tell Darren, just take this Viscount.
They're handing them out at primary school.
Don't tell that boy with the afro. You just take that for yourself, son. Go on.
Saving the penguins for him.
I saved the lion barn and bongo for him. That. So, Leroy. So, did you say your scores for those two?
No, I didn't say my scores. I would never disrespect a Viscount by dunking it. I would never disrespect it.
It was that kind of biscuit.
It was such a luxury biscuit, man. I could never do that.
It was the Fonz of biscuits. It just came in.
Hey.
It was around, but it didn't mix, but it was around.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never disrespect it. So, dunking, I never dunked it, so I can't give it a score really.
Yeah.
And flavour, man, 10.
You know this is out of 5.
No such. Yeah, I know. I'm joking.
That's why you ain't doing the scores with them kind of digits.
Yeah. So 5.
Give it
5,
5,
definitely.
Give it a 5.
Okay.
And then the superstar. Oh, the Wagon Wheel. Oh my gosh. Another one that I would never disrespect in terms of dunking. So I'm not going to give it a score for dunking, but bloody hell, mate. 5, man. 5. I'm sorry, man. The Wagon Wheel, and they're lying about they did not change the size. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
The Wagon Wheel. Stacks, what are you saying, man? What are you saying on the Viscount, Stacks? You seem like a Viscount man.
I understand the need for Viscounts. Well, it was something that we never had. Yeah, I understand why people like them, but it was it was something that we never really had in our house.
You didn't have over Christmas?
No, not really. You know,
that was a standard Christmas biscuit in my house, man.
I like a biscuit with chocolate and mint, and I like a biscuit with chocolate and orange.
Yeah.
So but
we're not talking about a biscuit. We're talking about a Viscount.
This is a Viscount, man.
We're talking about a Viscount.
His Majesty.
Yeah, exactly.
Be careful.
Unite those biscuits.
Choice words now, Stacks. Think about it.
A Viscount.
Well, I am gonna go again. Duncan.
Pressure.
I've never dunked them, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So I can't score that. But in terms of flavour, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I've had them and they're nice, and a 4 I think is reasonable. Wagon Wheels though. Wagon Wheels. Yeah. I'm not a big fan.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm not a big fan of Wagon Wheels, man.
My gosh.
Tumbleweeds.
And give it a 3.
That's still a nice
That's
score.
not bad though. Yeah, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just not a big fan of them.
All right. No, we could take that. I thought it was going to be worse. Like,
I thought I was going to be some Gargamel stories.
That's for sure.
Yeah, okay. All right. Chris, what are you saying?
Viscounts, I dunk them. I don't mind dunking them. So I'm going to give them, they're not a great biscuit to dunk, and it is like sacrilege dunking them. So for that, I'm going to give them a 2 for the dunkability, and no one else is giving them any score, so they're going to get something. But for flavour, they were wicked. And you had them in, like you say, mint and orange, so I'm going 4 for flavour on Viscounts.
Okay. But guys, is your Viscounts flavours just based on the mint? Like
mint and the orange.
If this was an orange or a plain against the Wagon Wheel, would it still be this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. For me, yeah.
What's your favourite out of the 3 then?
Out of the 3 Viscounts,
yeah,
orange is mine. Yeah, same. Orange, mint, plain.
Yeah. I'd go orange
mint,
as well.
mint is mine.
But the mint's easier to get. It's more about, so I settled. Mint's just as good.
Yeah, it's more accessible.
Yeah, it's about something good with that. Me. But yeah, Wagon Wheels, man.
For me, with the Wagon Wheels, sorry, did you score your Wagon Wheel, Chris?
No, I haven't done Wagon Wheels.
Okay, go on.
So Wagon Wheels, yeah, again, they're too big to dunk, man. They're too big to fit in the cup, so I can't really dunk them. I would give it a go if I could. I would give it a go. But for taste, I like the jammy Wagon Wheels, my favourite. The blue packet Wagon Wheel that had the jam.
So do I.
That one, that one was wicked. But again, I can eat the one without jam. So I'm going to give them a 5 for just how big they were, what you get in it. You know, they were they're famous Australian biscuits, and they're sandwiched together with marshmallow and dipped in chocolate. It was a guy who created it in Australia and brought it to the UK back in the early, I think 1940s maybe, or maybe earlier. And I think they're called Marie biscuits, and they're quite popular in as big plain biscuits. Like I think they're like big rich tea sort of. That's what they're made from. 2 of them biscuits sandwiched in marshmallow, dipped in chocolate.
It's the marshmallow that I don't like.
Oh, so I like marshmallow in it.
That's the fun part.
Yeah,
that's the bit I don't like.
That's the fun part, man.
I don't like marshmallows.
Fair enough. Yeah. So for me,
what are your scores, mate?
For me, orange Viscounts. Again, it was like a Christmas treat. Like I used to love orange chocolate. I used to like chocolate orange. I used to love orange matchsticks. I used to love orange matchmakers. I used to love orange Viscounts.
Terry's chocolate. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to love everything orange back then, man.
Chocolate orange.
Yeah, I like everything orange.
I love that combination. It was heaven sent when that came about. It was just like, this is, like cherry Coke, orange chocolate.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right.
It was that type of thing. So the Viscount on flavour, I'm giving that a top 5 because I'll say it was seasonal. Christmas, I knew, but they weren't cheap biscuits. They weren't something you could just waste. You know the biscuits that you get in the house. And if they're gone the next day, you go, oh, they're gone the next day. They're good biscuits. But Viscounts, you have to see them until Friday because it's like, I pay so much money for these biscuits for everyone to eat them.
No, it's true. It's true.
You have to respect that biscuit. You have to respect them biscuits. And everybody has to share that flavour in the house. One person can't eat 3.
First come, first served. If they're there, they're going.
Even when you're unwrapping them. Yeah, even when you're taking them out from the foil, It's just like, yeah, you're taking it out nice and slow.
It's a ritual.
I used to try and open it without damaging the foil, so you had a full
me
piece,
too.
and then try and smooth it out just while you're savouring the flavour. Try and smooth out the foil, so you got back to a perfect piece. Done that the other day with one.
The texture and quality of the foil, man.
mate, Viscounts. That's a seasonal biscuit, mate. Love that. But the wagon wheel, it wasn't seasonal. All year round, the wagon wheel's happening. Do you know what I mean? And you know, you get them because at kids' parties, you kind of guarantee the wagon wheel more than a Viscount.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So wagon wheels were around a lot in party bags at parties.
Yeah.
And if the wheels on offer in Lipton's or Safeway, you get little B-jams, you get a couple.
Yeah.
You get wheels.
Yeah. But, you know, again, they were slightly expensive and they sold them as singles back in the day. They're still doing them now.
Yeah, I didn't really see the packs back in that day.
You know, you would see them along with, you remember the chocolate with the shavings of coconut and it's marshmallow stacked all like this.
Yes.
But Snowball or something.
Yeah,
so you see Snowball, wagon wheel, and
Yeah.
it was hard decisions for me, like which marshmallow, you know, intake do I have today?
It'd be like in the Twinkie section if we were in the US, like it's
Yeah.
that sort of...
It's that kind of full-on chocolate with marshmallow. But yeah, so for me, the wagon wheels 5 is also. I give them both a 5, man.
Yeah.
I give them both a 5.
Love that.
Yeah, so our next biscuit. So guys, you lot are gonna go bananas over this, and I think Steve Stacks. Sorry, did I give away your alias there?
Oh no, my government name.
You've been unmasked. They can't see me like this.
Don't look at me.
Go away. Woo, I'll be crapping it under interrogation, wouldn't I? Or imagine if we'd done a bank robbery. Steve, have you got that? Oh shit!
It's a proper Dad's Army. Don't tell him your name, Pike.
Don't tell him your name, Pike.
A proper Dad's Army.
Stacks.
Yes.
Stacks. You're gonna love these two. You're gonna love these two. So, and sorry guys, but this is another one when I play Santa and I just nibbled a bit and left it on the plate. But for these two biscuits, but I believe these two biscuits are super dunks.
These are classic.
They're the Charles Barkley, Michael Jordans.
These are, man.
You know, Shaquille O'Neal of biscuits. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar
the
of the bunch.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah. So the first one coming up is McVitie's. McVitie's do their thing again, and they're coming in straight in with the rich tea.
Rich tea. You couldn't get a plain biscuit, could you? You couldn't get a plain.
Classic, isn't it?
But this rich tea comes up against another classic. I know Stacks love these ones, and he's going to talk about the cousin of them as well. I'm sure he is. And we're talking about the hobnobs.
Oh.
So Stacks, I'm going to ask you first. Stacks, what are you saying? Rich tea versus hobnobs.
Well, you know what?
Rich tea,
Damn.
dunkability.
Rich tea's back in the day. Well, hold on. What's the other one? You had your rich teas, but then you had like the whole wheat rich tea, which was a slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole wheat ones, I think, were a little bit nicer.
I don't remember them.
No, I just remember
My
the
dad used to get. My
tea.
dad was like used to get like biscuits that you'd say were healthy to a degree. And I think it was whole wheat.
In the 80s,
Like
if it said wheat, it was just healthy.
Yeah.
That was the healthy option in the 80s.
Yeah.
Long as it
Healthy
said
was
wheat,
a swear word.
yeah.
I think it's
So
whole
wheat-
wheat or wholemeal, one of the two.
Give me sugar.
No, but it was still sweet though. That's the thing. It was
Could
still
be like the
like,
oatmeal version.
it was like
of
a rich tea, but it
But
wasn't,
no, I'm not
it
touching
wasn't
that.
so hard. It was just softer.
Yeah, I
Not like it
remember
was
this.
off, but it was like a softer. Rich
I
teas are quite
know
hard.
I know
Yeah,
what
they got a nice.
You know what I'm
crisp
saying?
Baked.
I know the biscuit you're talking about.
Right.
I know what you're
But the
talking
rich
about.
tea, wicked to dunk.
Wicked
I think
Wicked
dunking
dunker.
wise, it's up there. It's a 4 for dunking on a rich tea.
It's a good dunker.
Definitely. Flavor, they're plain. you need to dunk them to get flavor.
They're like the ready sorted of biscuits, isn't they?
Yeah,
They're like the
like
ready
the
sorted of
sorted
biscuits.
crisp of the biscuit world. They
you
are.
need to
man.
dunk it to get more flavor.
Yeah,
to
to get.
it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give that a 2 on flavor.
Need a coffee or a tea flavour added to it because
You
it
know
has
what
got
I'm
that little
saying?
baked, that nice
got
baked
a
taste, but
little-
doesn't get your taste buds going,
if you're
does it? It's
hungry, you know when you're hungry and there's no food, but there's rich tea biscuits, you'll eat one.
Yeah.
But if there's
Without
other
a drink,
options,
though.
you ain't eating it. Oh, without a drink, you might die.
Yeah, it's like having Jacob's cream crackers. You know, when you just eat them dry. Within minutes, it sucks all the moisture out your body.
Yeah.
And your whole body's dry. It's like,
You ain't eating a rich tea without a drink. You're crazy.
Nah.
It's like playing beach volleyball and landing on your face in a pile of sand.
Big mouthful of it.
That's a rich tea.
That's a rich tea without a drink.
Oh, man.
It don't work without the tea, man.
But you see hobnobs now. Hobnobs are the next thing. I'm just gonna get straight to it. Flavor 5, dunkability 5.
Yeah.
I knew you liked them.
Yeah,
I knew you
hobnobs are
liked them.
classic.
I knew
The best hobnob, like Dee says, the cousin, the best chocolate orange hobnob.
There you
won't
go.
find a better one. Trust me, you won't find a better biscuit.
I know Steve loves those biscuits, man.
It's above elite. That's how good a chocolate.
Never tried that.
When you find a chocolate orange hobnob biscuit,
hobnob.
it's a wrap. It's a
Let's
wrap.
try that. I'll try that.
If you can find, I don't think they sell them anymore.
I haven't seen
Sold them for a small period of time.
McVitie's, if you're listening, you need to bring them back out.
They need to bring them back. Like a packet of them, bam, like straight. Straight.
Yeah.
No problem. No sharing. no sharing. Yeah, they're too nice, man.
Wow. Leroy, what are you saying?
Right, so although this biscuit's a classic, the rich tea, man, like Chris said, man, oh my God, it was a dry mouth biscuit. Oh my God, man. 0. No, all right, respectfully, because it's a classic, 1 for taste. Dunkability, all right, you get a 2. But man, I'm sorry, only pay homage because it's a classic. Respect your elders. Respect my elders, boy. Or else. But hell to the no for that biscuit. Goodbye. You're gone.
Wow.
All right, so we come to the hobnob, and I'm gonna go with my brother Stacks now. Don't want to give away the A-list, the real government name. But anyway, I'm gonna go with that, with Stacks, and I'm gonna go with 5 for flavor for the hobnob. A dunkability. Slam dunk Jordan style, Air Jordan style, 5. Bang.
That's a Shaquille style, break the backboard.
Break, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
He's on fire.
Smash the backboard. Yeah. He's heated up. No, brother, I'm on fire. Yeah.
Chris, what you say, man?
I like a rich tea. It is basic. It was probably one of the first biscuits I ever tried. And being like you like an 80s kid, it was the rich tea finger that I used to like. Who remembers the rich tea finger?
Yeah, I remember.
Chris is coming out with some Brucey bonuses tonight, man.
That was the dunker of rich teas. If you had the rich tea finger, because it fitted, like, a rich tea, you'd have to nibble a bit to make it fit in the cup, because I only had little cups in my house. So the rich tea finger works wicked to fit in the cup. So
Can I ask this question, Chris? Is the rich tea finger the biscuit you'd get in the KP dips? That's what I'm imagining.
KP dips, KP.
No, they were nice though.
The KP chocolate dips.
The KP dips was nice.
Like the choco dip thing you're on about.
Yeah.
You get a toffee one. They were a bit different, weren't they? They were slightly different.
I'm asking. I'm just imagining it being like that.
Yeah, no,
those were nice,
sweeter.
Man.
That one was a little bit sweet. That one
because of course you had the chocolate in it.
No, it was more biscuity, wasn't it? Yeah, no, they were a bit different.
You could eat that on its own.
Yeah, you could
eat them on their own.
Yeah.
Even without the dips.
So for dunkability and the rich and because rich tea, they were invented in the 17th century. They're one of the oldest recipe for biscuits that we found in the UK so far. So for that, I'm going to get flavour. Yeah, they're not great. I'm going to give them a 2. But for dunkability, I like the fingers, and you'll do that wobbly dance trying to catch it in your mouth. So I'm going to give it a 4 for dunkability.
But rich tea can dust. I'm sorry.
And then hobnobs, when they come out, I remember the advert. Was it one nibble when you're nobbled or something? Was the advert, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But flavour. I got into these late. I didn't want to try them at first. I thought, like they're taking the mickey of digestives. Like they're trying to copy digestives, and I like digestives. So I got into them late. But you're right, man. The dunkability, they're wicked. They soak up loads of tea, and they're flavoursome, man. I have to give them a 5 and a 5 as well. I think.
High 5.
Yeah, I got into them late. I did get into them late.
The chocolate version. I still buy them.
The chocolate hobnobs.
Yeah.
I still buy them.
I was the same with. I was a cornflake fan until later. I refused to try crunchy nut cornflakes because I thought, no, they're just cornflakes. But after trying crunchy nut cornflakes, I thought, you know what, they're
Crunchy
tasty,
nut cornflakes are
and it's the hobnob,
cornflakes are
same
whack.
sort of thing with a rich tea and a hobnob. It's like the cornflake and the crunchy nut cornflake. It's the
Cornflakes
next
are
taste.
rubbish, mate. There's no flavour in cornflakes. That's like little flakes of cardboard. They are the worst cereal I've ever come across in my life.
It's like a cornflake with ice cold milk. It's good. So what are your scores, D, for rich tea?
Yeah, my scores for rich tea, both of them for me, they're not. Again, as I said, I used to just nibble on these biscuits. They were last option biscuits.
They were nibblers.
They were the rainbow bright of biscuits for me. Wasn't interested in it.
The rainbow bright.
I wasn't into it.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you.
So I would say
your flavors.
I would say for both of them, 2-2.
2-2.
You know, it's Desmond from me. Lads.
It's a Desmond from me.
It's a Desmond from Darren.
So. Yes, so our last biscuits of part 1. These are old school. You always said respect your elders. These are like ancestors of biscuits now. And these are very rare, but this first one, I kind of got a liking to it because it was soft, but as I'm not a dunker like you guys, this biscuit was already prepared in its softness for me. The pillow of biscuits, I call this, and I love citrus stuff. Pillow of biscuits, the lemon puff.
They were good, and they've been about for years, like you say. They've been going for years. They had like did you know that like the actual biscuit bit had like a sticky sort of coating to it? You remember it had like a sort of, it was glazed in something as well as
glazing.
It was nice, man. It was
citrus sweetness.
Yeah, and it relied on the lemon sweetness because the actual biscuit, the puffy biscuit bit, weren't that sweet. So it was the nice mixture of the lemon with the biscuit. Yeah. They were good.
Yeah,
they were good. I think I've had them recently, and they don't taste nothing like they used to. They've come back recently.
Yeah, but I think they're more dry.
They're dry now. Yeah, they've taken out all of the goodness, the 80s E numbers and the 80s colorings and
sugar tax.
They were good back in the day. Well, anyway, they're up against another classic, another British biscuit loved by all in Britain. It's not chocolate based, it's not crunchy based. Classic. So we put the two softies against each other, and this one is the Garibaldi biscuit. I didn't know the name of this biscuit until a couple of years ago. I always used to say it as the flat one with raisins.
The flat one with the dried flies in it. Like dried fly biscuit or something. But I've always liked these. I knew they were Garibaldi's back in the day. I remember getting told that he was some sort of general in Italy when Italy was getting unified. He came to England and he came to Newcastle. I heard he visited Newcastle for some reason, but a bakery in Bermondsey created a biscuit in honour of him, and it was a very thin. What I liked about it was a thin, big strip. It was almost like a raisin poppadom, but a square version. And it had like perforations like a stamp, so you could snap it. You could snap it into 4 little pieces.
I remember it now.
So you'd get like 4 big ones in a packet, and then each one would snap into 4. But they were dry. They needed a tea, man. You couldn't eat them without a tea.
Again, I had orange juice with it.
They definitely needed a tea.
I would take a bite, orange juice.
You'd have to.
Otherwise,
you choke on the crumbs.
Yeah.
Did you do milk, Dave, growing up? You used to drink milk? I can't remember if you...
I drank milk because Mr. T did.
Yeah, so that went with biscuits. I used to like cookies and like...
I drank milk at
because to me, like orange juice and biscuits is not a good combo.
Not hot milk. Was hot. Did you guys share this same nightmare as a kid? When you saw skin on
skin. Oh my God!
I don't mind that.
I hated that.
That's the worst.
Man!
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it was equivalent to watching the end of Friday the 13th when the woman's in the boat and then Jason jumps out the lake. It just shocked me.
With all the
and it put me off. Yeah, it put me off for ages. It was like,
man, I used to hate that. The skin on milk.
I don't like. What put me off when we were at school when the milk went warm all morning, it'd be in the summer.
I didn't like that. That was the worst.
Drinking cold milk, so I kind of
you had to drink it in the morning.
Yeah, you had to have it early. If you missed it and it went like curdly, man, they make you drink it. So
I've
never
milk,
liked
mate.
that. So I don't mind hot milk with the skin on it. I used to sort of eat that bit first, and then
mate, don't say that.
I still do that.
Mate, I feel don't do that.
I have a lot of
People
milk
listening
as
to
well.
this, you know.
I feel sick now.
I felt so. When you said that, I felt something in my throat just then. That's magic.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. I don't mind the skin, man.
Oh, that was disgusting. I thought I was the only child that had that.
You know what? I used to stand in the kitchen next to my mum or dad when they make it and make them turn it off before that happened.
Thank you. Yes, that's
Yeah,
yes, exactly that. When they were doing it for cornflakes or your cereal. Yeah. To like, listen, no, stop now.
Because you was enjoying that it was hot milk, but to see that would just put you off. Again, it was the equivalent of, I don't know if you share this as well, but when I used to watch Star Trek, there was a face at the end, the last alien face.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about.
I used to watch Star Trek and then hope I didn't forget not to see that face. But for the rest of the night, that was the face. Do you remember that? It was a blue face with big yellow eyes.
Yeah. Big eyes. Yeah. Thank you.
Don't think I ever saw him in the episode. He was just at the end.
No, it always ended on dun 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 dun. That was the equivalent of seeing warm milk turn into skin. Mate, that face was. Remember that face?
Yes, I remember it clearly.
I never saw the as you're saying, Chris. I never saw the episode with that face.
Remember the face
that was put there to scare kids. Let's put this at the end to scare these kids.
Too funny,
mate.
No, you're absolutely right,
mate. So as I was saying, what were we saying?
About drinking hot milk. So you didn't do it
drinking
too
hot
much.
milk. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so the Garibaldi was a dry biscuit. So, but I did like I did like the flavor, but it wasn't my first go-to biscuit. It wasn't the first go-to biscuit. So I'm gonna say for flavor, I'm giving that I liked raisins, so for that I'll give it a 2 because I liked raisins.
Yeah, the raisins kept it.
But lemon puffs was my bougie biscuit. It was like while my brother and sister and that were eating the digestives and so on, I was on the lemon puff vibe. You know what I mean? Nice soft biscuit, nice glistened citrus around it, mate. It was magical.
It was a good biscuit.
That and the marshmallow one. You know the marshmallow one that had it was like a biscuit base. Then marshmallow with coconut on it. And then it had jam in the middle.
Nice. Yeah, I love that.
That was nice.
I love that.
That was a disco, mate. I love that.
Yeah, they're still around. You still Tesco's doing pink and white.
Yeah, that was nice.
They still do them. Yeah, they're good.
Lemon puffs and them were good. So I'm saying for lemon puffs out of 5, I'm giving that a 5. Lemon puffs are big.
Flavor 5. Right.
Big.
Isn't it?
Who's going next for lemon puffs?
I'll be next up to bat.
Go for it.
So lemon puffs, man. I'm giving it a 5, man, for flavor. That, you know, when you eat something and it makes you drift away. Drift away in your thoughts. That's what this biscuit.
That's what it does.
This is what that biscuit done to me.
For a few seconds, you forget where you are.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sounded like an 80s advert there, but it done that to me. It was lovely. Dunkability. I'm not gonna I never disrespected it. I never disrespected that biscuit. So I'll say 2, but I never used to dunk it. So
you can imagine it'd be a 2.
Yeah.
What about for a Garibaldi? Do you remember eating them?
Yes, I do remember eating them. That was another dry mouth. Take out all the saliva in your mouth, tongue, and the roof of your mouth. Even those when you used to get those when you used to eat those biscuits and they'd give you those bloody blisters.
Rip up
those ones.
Yeah.
Rip up the roof of your mouth. Yeah, those biscuits. So, but I remember it being all right.
It was all right. Dunked it was all right.
I remember it being, I'd give it a 3, I'll give it a 3.
Is that for flavor?
For flavor. Dunkability, I'll give it a 3 as well.
Easy.
I'll give it a 3 as well.
I agree with that.
Easy.
Nothing's beating my lemon puffs.
Lemon puffs are good.
Let me just ruin your day, man.
Oh my days.
Number 1.
Shields are down, Scotty. Fire!
Number 1. I don't like lemon. So your lemon puffs. 0 and 0.
0 to 0.
Fair enough.
Man, that's the cereal snare.
Yeah.
It There you go.
Statler and Waldorf.
Lemons
You know
are good
what I
in
mean?
biscuits. I like a lemon biscuit.
Number 2, I don't like raisins either.
Oh,
Oh.
a 0 and a
So
0
there's
again.
A 0 and a 0 again.
Oh,
They're dry, like you said, they're dry
They're
mouth
dry.
biscuits. They're so dry. Jeez. Like, I can't even, they're just, nah.
Have you tried both of these biscuits?
I haven't tried the lemon because I don't like lemon, but I've tried the Garibaldi's.
All right.
And the last resort isn't even like if you spilt a drink, you could use a Garibaldi to mop it up.
it's like
That's how dry the biscuit.
Damn.
Wow, that's a disrespect to the biscuit.
Wow.
Someone busted them out the other day.
Biscuit
Actually,
respect.
I think I was at my sister-in-law's, and I think she.
That's
I
blasphemy.
was like, no, thanks.
I don't mind a Garibaldi, man. I'm gonna give it a 3 for Dunkin' and a 3 for flavour for a Garibaldi, man. I don't mind them, but they're not a first choice.
It's the first choice,
Not a
yeah.
first choice,
You know what I
they're
mean?
alright. Whereas a lemon puff now, if that's on the plate there and someone's offering it, yeah, that's you're gonna grab that early on. So I'm giving that a 5 for flavour, and it is sacrilege dunking it, but it still tastes good dunk, so I'm gonna give it a 2.
This is a right dunker, isn't he?
He is.
He's dunk anything.
Yeah, it's true, man. I
Anything.
can't.
As long as it can fit in a mug, he's dunking away.
Chips in milkshake. That's the best dunk. McD's chips in a strawberry milkshake. That's the best dunk.
No.
Hold on. What did you say?
McDonald's
No.
fries and a McDonald's has to be strawberry. That's the
Salty
best dunk.
fries
No.
and a
Salty
strawberry
fries and a
milkshake.
strawberry milkshake is the best dunk.
That's a crisp thing. It's a crisp thing. It's a crisp thing.
my
That's been since the
days.
80s.
Ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up our top 5. But I want to ask you guys, do you guys know, biscuits is a British thing, isn't it? There's nowhere else in Europe that celebrates biscuits like us.
Not too sure.
They do a bit in Amsterdam. Holland, they have their cookies and they like them wafery sort of.
Yeah, that's just 2 types of biscuits. We
Yeah.
do them and then some.
Yeah, and more. Yeah, and more.
You know what I mean?
For real.
Like,
Yeah.
the whole world loves cookies.
real.
The whole world loves a wafer.
But they've got a certain type, whereas we've just got shitloads.
We've got them and them, like, that.
Yeah.
The biscuits they eat is the biscuits we get every Christmas. So that tin,
Yeah.
when you get all that in
Yeah,
that.
that's the ones I'm on about, the Dutch ones.
Yeah.
Or we get the German ones at Christmas, but only at Christmas.
Yeah.
You get them. Sometimes
Yeah.
Italian ones, but only at certain times. Whereas we've got a range of biscuits all year round,
all year
Yeah.
round. And that's why we're doing more
Yeah.
parts of this, ladies and gentlemen.
as well as the seasonal.
Yeah, that's why we're doing more of this. And we're gonna have a number 1. So Chris, tell us, what is the number 1? Like we did with our top 10 villains,
A rundown.
we're gonna have a
80s
rundown. Remember, 80s rundown. Remember, we paired these against each other, which made it 5, but now they're all solo and they're all going out on their own to be judged. So we're gonna have our top 10. So Chris, tell us our top 10 biscuits from 10 to 1.
So
One,
what countdown music.
Countdown
What?
music.
Barry
Our
Norman,
worst one.
film 86.
Did it? Come on, man. Let's have
Yeah, the
this.
number 10, our worst biscuit of the night was the Garibaldi with 14 points, which not surprised. It is basic.
Not surprised.
Basic.
Not
Closely
surprised.
followed with 17 points by the Rich Tea at number 9.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm definitely not surprised. I thought that would have come rock bottom.
This one's shocking. Wagon Wheel at number 8, 18 points.
Wow.
Hold on. What are you talking about, Willis?
I was shocked by that. I'm sure I've done this the way
Wow.
around, but that Wagon Wheel at
Huh?
18 points, only scored 18 points because it didn't get good on the dunking and it only got
Okay,
his
alright.
points on the flavours. And again,
Okay.
the lemon puff at number 7 with 19 points, which these are some of our favourite biscuits here.
Yeah.
Number 6, 20 points, Viscount. Ginger Nut at number
What?
5. This is a joint number 5. At 4 and 5, same points. 21 is the Nice and the Ginger Nut, or a Nice if you want to call it a Nice.
Okay.
At number 3, the Bourbon, which that's a basic biscuit to be number 3, I'm thinking.
Wow.
But it's the dunk.
It's the Dunkin', yeah, and everyone liked the chocolate flavour. So
Yeah,
the milk chocolate digestive, 30 points, comes in at number 2, which leaves the outright winner.
Number 1.
I think rightly so,
Numero uno.
as the Hobnob,
Yeah, it had to be.
Wow.
32 points.
It's the best biscuit ever.
Wow. Wow. Do you guys agree with Hobnob being the ultimate?
Is it? One nibble and you're nobbled.
Where did the digestive come?
2.
Oh, right.
Come in at 2. So yeah, the top 2 with the say milk chocolate hobnob, milk chocolate digestive.
Guys all agree with that? You lot happy with that?
I'm happy. Yeah, mate.
I wanted a taxi or a banjo or a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, don't worry, man. You're giving it away. We've got all that coming up. But again, I'll say to our overseas listeners, you know, if you don't know about these biscuits, get to know. They're amazing. They're amazing biscuits to try.
They are super.
Some you can still buy. Go on Amazon. You can find them. Order them.
Some you can still get, guys. You can get these biscuits because you will love these. And I know us British are known for our tea. But you can have these with coffee. It will work. It will work. Don't have biscuits with gravy anymore. Have them with your tea.
Well, what do they call them? What do they call them? Cookies, what do the Americans call?
They have cookies.
Cookies
our equivalent of biscuits.
Cookies, yeah.
Or sweeties.
No, cookies. The only biscuit
they call them
cookies.
Cookies.
That's the general name, isn't it?
So a hobnob would be a cookie.
A cookie,
A digestive. A Garibaldi would be a cookie.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think they'll just be what their names are. It's a hobnob.
I think you would still say a rich tea cookie or a digestive cookie.
It's a rich. I don't know. Let us know, guys. That was part 1 of our combination of our verses of the biscuits. Our rundown of our 10. And as you heard, the chocolate hobnob, the hobnob, orange chocolate hobnob, the hobnob. They were number 1. We're going to go through more. There's going to be a part 2 and part 3, but there's so many biscuits to explore. I've been Mr. Lucas.
I've been Chris.
I'm Stacks.
Bruce Leroy, who's the master.
And we have enjoyed giving you the biscuit rundown only on the Old School Movements podcast.
I'm off to get some biscuits.
You understand?
You understand the biscuit, man.
Till next time.
Those were the days I remember.